This study examined the impact of online social networking as it relates to the psychological well-being of adolescents. Data that was collected from the Korean Youth Panel Survey, a government-funded project, was examined in order to find the relationship between self-reported mental problems and suicidal thought. 2009 Korean students from 125 schools aged 12 to 15 took part in this study. Media affects youth by shaping what they do and believe through adaptation and imitation. Previous studies have shown both the positive and negative effects, such as encouraging antisocial attitudes, substance abuse, cyberbullying, lowering self-esteem, increasing anxiety, depression, loneliness, and suicidal ideation. On the other hand, online media use has also shown to create positive attitudes among youth, develop cooperation and problem-solving skills, increase health-promoting physical activities, belongingness, and social support. According to a report by the American Academy of Pediatrics, using social media websites is among the most common activity of today's children and adolescents. What does that mean? It means we need to gain a better understanding on how this is impacting our youth. In this particular study, the findings suggest that time spent online had a harmful effect on adolescent psychological well-being. For example, there was a strong and negative relationship between online activities such as chatting, emailing, online communities and bulletin boards, and self-reported mental health and suicidal ideation. Researchers suggested that this outcome was due in part to social and network variables. Academic stress had a negative effect, while quality parental relations provided protection against suicidal ideation. Some moderators include personal, family, and community nuances. What are the relationships between the adolescents and their families and peer groups? Are they positive or negative? Gender, age, and socioeconomic factors might also play a role. How do students cope with stress and school-related pressures? What is their level of self-esteem? Some possible mediators include a lack of familial support, exposure to trauma and/or abuse, and perhaps a low emotional intelligence. There were some limitations to this study. For example, students only had a choice of 4 online activities, which may not cover all of their online use. The questions did not specifically address popular forms of social media, and in lieu of a 5-point scale, the general frequency of internet use would have provided more specific data. Additionally, a separate questionnaire for school administrators would provide a better understanding of school characteristics. This study was helpful in determining the possible implications of internet-based social media on the well-being of adolescents. Educators should consider how their students' use of these platforms may impact their well-being.